Flanders Friend, Chapter 68, entitled Arthur's Return. Arthur sat in the back of the taxi as it sped round the streets. It was a rare treat for him, and he marvelled at the beauty and the size of the Georgian houses. Even the garages were enormous, he thought in wonder. He could easily make himself at home in one of them, he thought without envy. Finally, he arrived at the place he called home, his little green tent. To most people, this would be a very depressing situation, but Arthur was glad to be back where his stuff was and where he felt most comfortable. He had his torch, his medals, and his Luger hidden away, everything he needed to be content and happy. He was free as a kite on the wind. Arthur lay back on his sleeping bags, and even though it wasn't as comfortable as the hospital bed, he was sure that he could get used to it. It was lovely to have so much peace and quiet after all of the snoring and coughing from the other patients. Arthur smiled, and he thought that maybe they would say the same thing about him. Oh my God. The woods were as quiet as a graveyard, and he settled down to read. Arthur was so tired that he only managed a few pages before he nodded off. He woke the next morning, half expecting the nurses to be around his bed. It took him a few minutes to realize that he was back in his tent. He opened up the zip and he stepped outside to take in the lovely sights and sounds of the woods. He loved being free in the open air, with no one to tell him what to do or where to go. He'd had enough of orders, he thought.